and Jose Mourinho is not a happy man right now. It is Plovdiv 1, Spurs 0.
I bet he's not an happy man. Dear me.
The talkSPORT Clips of the Week.
Yes, Clips of the Week time once again. And Andy, would you care to kick things off?
I'd love to. And we kick off with Alan Brazil and Ray Parlour on breakfast, reflecting on their recent charity golf day.
Big charity raiser, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Up at the golf course, it was fantastic.
Really good. Really enjoyed it.
The way they'd done it, we were all spaced out.
Is that a good thing when you're playing golf? They told you not to eat the mushrooms on the fairway, Alan. For goodness sake, the organisers couldn't have been clearer. They're not good for you. You've got to be so careful. And until we heard our own James Savundra say this to Jose Mourinho, we had no idea Spurs' new star signing had his own transport system.
I don't comment on players from other clubs.
Can you confirm if talks are taking place with Gareth Rail and his representatives?
I'd always travel Gareth Rail.
It's great.
It's fantastic. Yeah, but it's one line. It runs from Carnoustie to St Andrews and then back again, like a shuttle, basically.
That's for a few clubs.
Gareth Rail.
Quickly back to Big Alan on Liverpool's new midfielder.
German football expert Kevin Hatchard told talkSPORT that Thiago will add dynamism.
Well, he certainly had
Difficult to
something.
broadcast when you're eating, I always think.
Also struggling to get the words out this week was Simon Jordan alongside Jim White.
I think it's created by Mason Greenwood's behaviour, whenever this behaviour manifests itself. But we're now going full two-fitted in.
What? Fletcher Clough Granville. Fantastic.
And
yes,
we think our newsreader, Ben Fletcher, may have had a bet with someone in the office that he could get the word Willies into his bulletin.
Willies?
Willies.
Okay.
And he did, twice.
Okay.
Largely fine and dry with lots of sunshine for most of the UK. Cloudier in the far north of Scotland. Showers willies, though, to leave a mainly dry day. Largely fine and dry, lots of sunshine for most of the UK. Cloudier in the far north of Scotland. Showers willies, though, to leave a mainly dry day.
Showers willies?
I know what he meant.
Oh, willies.
Yes,
yeah,
willies.
but he's definitely had a bet with someone in the office.
I know.
Actually, it's been great having Fletcher with us on permanently in the last couple of weeks. And by the way, he started his bulletin earlier this week. It seems the feeling's mutual.
talkSPORT Sports Update.
There are exciting times ahead, and I'm very glad to be part of it.
Oh, that's lovely.
Pleasure to have you, Fletch. It's great.
Thank you ever so much for saying that.
Fisherman's Blues now, and host Nigel Botherway was chatting about his occasional stand-in host, Keith Arthur.
I wanna go fishing. I don't ever wanna stop.
I expect the music will be ramped up next week. I'll be away on holiday, and Keith Arthur will be in the hot seat. You know how much Keith loves his music. We all know Keith used to be in a band with...
Oh, now Keith used to be in a band with, and they've turned it into a quiz, so they've thrown that out a bit. So let's try and guess who Keith was in a band with. I'll kick it off. I'm going to go Ronnie Wood of the Stones. So
similar sort of area. It's possible. I think John Bon Jovi.
John Bon Jovi. Okay, well that is bold. It would have meant Keith maybe fishing in
Marty
America.
Pellow?
He goes to possibly Marty Pellow. Brian May of Queen. I'd stick my neck out. Maybe Paul Weller from the Jam. So look, I've had a bit of a punt. So I think effectively we give in. Who was he in a band with?
We all know Keith used to be in a band with Ruth from Yateley Angling Centre.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got a solo album. It's tremendous.
Really? Yeah. It's very hard to get a solo album, Ruth from Yateley Angling Centre. It comes for a couple of grand on vinyl. Not quite what I was expecting. But anyway, what's next, Andy?
It's a great recovery from Hugh Wozencroft on Kickoff.
Southampton 0, Brentford 2, and Southampton put a very strong team out tonight. Bristol City 4.
It's very Freudian, isn't it?
You can see the thought process going on there. And here's an equally impressive one from Ali McCoist on Breakfast.
That was my point in asking the question, Simon. Yeah. I think if you are going to have an early bet and you fancy one of the top teams, you probably City are shorter.
City are shorter, yes, this risky business, that, Ali. Yeah. And what's this, Andy?
It's me.
You.
It's Alan Brazil talking boxing with Eddie Hearn.
I tell you, one of the look, we'll come to the big fight in a moment, but Joshua Batshuayi, isn't it? Batshuayi? Boatsy, sorry.
Batshuayi. I don't want to watch Joshua versus Batshuayi. That's not a fair fight, is it? That's a catch weight. He's giving away a fair bit of weight. Actually, talking of pronunciations, we've been struggling a bit with Arsenal's new Brazilian centre-back, but don't worry, Trevor Sinclair will know.
You know, defensively, the new player that's come in, Gabriel.
How are you spelling that, Trev?
No, I don't think you pronounce
Gabriel? Well, ask Tim Vickery. It's probably right, though. It's probably right. Yeah.
And there was an odd moment this week when something went wrong with the ads after Jenny's news bulletin.
The allegations have been made by Olivia Troy, a former aide to Vice President Mike Pence.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. Save time and money when you book an MOT and service together. Book online at quickfit.com today. Participating centres.
That was great, wasn't it? I don't know what happened, but
I like it.
It'd be great if the technical people could do that more often. That's hilarious. Fantastic. We added the last bit, obviously. Adam Cattrall on the Sports Bar now. Adam Cattrall on the Sports Bar now, chatting to a confused West Ham caller.
We haven't signed anyone that's any good. We spent 42 million on a striker that's fit half the time. We spent 42 million on
Andy, are you staying up? Are you staying up? Are you going to stay up?
Yeah, I'm staying up, yeah.
No, I don't mean tonight. Are your team staying up this season? What are you staying up for, Anthony? Just get yourself to bed, mate. It's probably about midnight.
It probably is.
You can understand the confusion, can't you? I'll definitely stay up. What do you want me to do?
Alan's back now with a quiz question.
Yeah.
West Bromwich Albion go to Goodison tomorrow on game day, 12:30 kick-off. Everton's new signings, Rodriguez, created 5 chances against Spurs. Which is the most from a player in the Premier League debut since when Arsenal forward back in 2014, so let me read it again. Everton's new signing, James Rodriguez, created 5 chances against Spurs. Which is the most from a player on the Premier League debut, which Arsenal forward back, it doesn't make sense.
No, it certainly doesn't.
Good job it wasn't against the clock, wasn't it? Well, I'm afraid you're out of time, mate. Unlucky. You're not going to Australia. That's fantastic. Anyway, doesn't make sense. And finally, I don't know how that's mate. Anyway, and finally, commentator Sam Matterface didn't sound massively interested in reporter Graham Beecroft's nostalgic anecdote.
Bielsa on or off the bucket? He's off the bucket. Do you know what? I've been looking at that. It's not a bucket. It's more like, you remember when you used to see an elephant in the circus and they used to get them all 4 feet on one. Here's Harrison in behind the defence.
Never mind Harrison.
Harrison, never mind the action. He's telling a bucket elephant anecdote. Sam, have a bit of respect.
And despite that snub, Beaky was determined to get to the end of his tale.
And just to finish that thing I was talking about before, don't you think a bucket, in inverted commas, looks more like one of those things an elephant used to stand on in the circus when elephants were allowed to be circus animals? Look at it. It's got stars on it and everything. Oh, here's Click inside the area. Yeah.
It's not working, Beaky. Sam's not having it, mate. So there we are.
There's quite a lot of action. It was the wrong game to do that.
It was end-to-end. Beaky's taking us back to Billy Smart's circus when he was 10. He was going to start saying, I had an ice cream once, and they tiger ate it. It would have been going down the full thing. The clowns were fantastic. I thought it was a bucket of water. It was feathers. Anyway, thank you very much to Phil Barwise, the Mayor of Winchester, Mount Rushton, Reverend Ruthless, Bob from Arbroath, Alan Jenkins, Roger in Durham, Alan Auger, Steve Welsh, David Gannon, Marco Bertie and Dave White. They all suggested clips that were played.
Kim Cassidy's West and Kane West.